My name is Yahya Hussein, and I work for Pride and Work Inc., also known as PIW. So, if you pay money for a product, don't you want to get your product as fast as you can? And don't you want to know where your product is going and who works on your product? And if they're putting in 100%? Coming into our work area sluggish because I didn't get any sleep the last night. And I look around and see people standing around and waiting for other people to do their jobs. And and what my and I'm kind of tired of seeing that. So the company I'm trying to start is create shirts as fast as they can, and and I know that I'm only hiring the best of employees, so they they work their butt off and put in motivated. They're motivated by the value. Uh, my name is Yahya Hussein, and it's
Time.
Pride and Work Inc. Where our future.
Great job. Great job, Yagi. All right, thanks. Everybody else for constructive feedback.
So, one problem that I kind of saw with the presentation was there was no eye contact, and I don't think it was a super great job connecting with the audience. But you did give a pretty good overview of what your product was and what it did.
Okay, what else? Yeah,
It was kind of rushed at the very end.
you felt like it was rushed at the very end. What else do you feel like? Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't like that really, like kind of like what Nana said, it just wasn't like relatable. Like, I mean, it was kind of relatable, but not that really.
What else in the back?
Maybe like project a little bit more, because I
That's
can
good to
really
hear.
hear you back here.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. What else?
It was hard for me to like exactly know what you were trying to sell me or what you offered.
Mm-hmm.
I had a similar issue. In fact, I don't think I even caught what the actual product was. I heard something about employees
And not
and
getting sleep.
that's, I didn't hear what the product was.
Mhm.
I think I kind of understood what the problem was, but it's like lazy workers,
Mhm.
I think. But I couldn't really tell beyond that.
That's great feedback. Yagi, I was gonna say, I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to write down everything that you wanted to say so you wouldn't forget what you were doing. That was great, especially considering this is one of your first times you've been presenting, right? So really good. I also thought it would be good if, yeah, you projected more. I'd like to have more eye contact, but again, that'll come with practice. And I also think it's really good that you are working by yourself. I'm really impressed by that. And I think as you move on and you find other people to help you, that'll be even greater. But I really commend you for getting up there by yourself and for also being first. So a round of applause. Nice job. All right.
My name is Patrick Stedman, and I'm part of the team that wants to reorganize our shop. I'm sure you all tried to fulfill an order, and
This is great. That's okay. Okay. Just tell us what you
Here,
know about it,
with
Patrick.
that.
How about that?
Yeah,
You don't have to
okay.
read it. It's okay.
Okay, so I know all of us, we've tried to fulfill, just go ahead and just go to the shirts and try and figure out what to grab, and with the time combinations, when people are ordering stuff, it's always like polymer something that we just do not understand just on a just regularly, and we're coming up with a system, a program, online, like an application for people to order and for us to let us know that we need reserved from shirts, and if we don't have, and it will also let us know that if we need to get order some more shirts from where we order them.
Awesome job. Great job. Nice job. Really great job. Hey, you gotta stay up there. We're gonna give you a little bit of feedback, sir.
Yeah, Yahi?
I feel like you were only looking at Paige or Ms.Stolte, not the colleagues.
So some in practice, is a little more eye contact sounds great. Awesome. Good.
Henry?
Something I actually liked is I noticed that you really couldn't read the page, and when they were saying, when like the page was actually saying you don't need to read that, I saw you kind of psyched yourself up and went without it, and that was kind of impressive.
Yeah,
Some
I
people,
thought so too.
some people when they can't read the information, when they can't do that in their presentation, will just break down.
Yeah,
You didn't. I like that.
you stuck it out.
That's
Nice
what I
job.
was gonna say.
Nice job. What else? Yes, ma'am.
First of all, sorry, my handwriting is horrible.
Just send folks up for failure, Abby.
Me too. I liked that you were able to like speak loudly enough for everyone to hear you.
I really appreciated that you stuck it out. I have to tell you, I had this horrible memory fairly recently of going to a French horn competition and not practicing at all. And it was the worst experience of my entire life, and I couldn't even finish. But you stuck it out. So, awesome job. Awesome job. All right, Sarah, let's see what you got. You better not lean against that.
Okay, so our
Stop,
product.
hands in pocket. No. Okay, thank you. Let them free to gesture. All right, you ready?
Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm Lorenzo, and our product is the SmartBot. It allows for like elderly and like businesses that have like bad organization problems. It helps them like come around. You know, like the robot goes around the room, finds like things that are not organized or not folded or anything, and just like folds it and stuff. It's pretty cool. And so I think it will definitely help like elderly people a lot, because they can't like bend over and like reach up and stuff. And it can like adjust up and down. You know, it'll have voice recognition, and it'll have like a bunch of commands that will like respond to you, like, hey, can you help me get that, or like some other stuff or whatever. So yeah. That's it.
Great. Awesome. Great.
Okay.
I don't know about everyone else's project, but I think mostly this would be things for a business. But what they're designing branched out a little bit more beyond businesses. It could be used for someone who is disabled, someone who is elderly and can't do all those things anymore.
And we know that because he told us in his pitch, right?
Mhm.
We would've-
And it's interesting to spread out like that.
Yeah, I think people were raising their hands over
Yeah,
here.
don't, you guys have a video on your team idea, right? We were talking about this, I just throwing it out there, I couldn't help but giggle, because you have a perfect, client in this room, especially if it's with the neck brace on. So-
Hey, yeah, Mr. Reach.
I appreciate your product.
Give a testimonial, give a testimonial, you make videos about it.
I speak for the Republic.
So, it's not really issue I had with that. Like, if you guys like go through with this idea, it won't take time to like develop. Maybe like say it'll take about like 3 years just to develop. It's like,
But I think it would pay off in the future.
I mean, we'll find out, right? We'll see. We'll see. The whole part of this class is invention, so we'll see what happens, yeah.
One thing that I think is that eventually it would kind of pay for itself, because then you wouldn't have to worry about human error at that point. And so then it would take away that whole another aspect of, well, am I gonna have to fire this person, and is my money towards their salary being wasted? Because then you wouldn't have to pay a robot.
It's the beginning of term.
Yeah, you'd only have to.
True.
You'd
Yeah,
only have to pay
pretty much.
for it's a one-time price.
What other things do we have to say about his presentation skills, by the way, guys? Anything else, any other feedback? What did you say?
I had bought the paper, but I don't think I actually used it.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say the same thing. You did not.
I just brought it up because I was like nervous, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But you
And I was
didn't-
like, okay.
Which, by the way, is hard. I mean, it's really hard. I still use presentation materials from time to time. I also was going to say to you, you have a really big presence. You're very funny. You have a lot of humor, and I think that makes you a really natural presenter. And so I'm excited to see what happens as you start presenting more and you get out and use that energy to talk for your team. I also think, so I was thinking about the video production work that you could do for a bunch of people in here, but I was cracking up imagining this robot like going around and like picking up and folding things for
Yeah.
people, and like your testimonial, best video ever.
Sick.
I'm ready for it. So,
Yeah.
anyway, that's my feedback.
Alright.
Thanks, Doug.
My name is Anthony, and our thing is it's like this thin material that's supposed to make it so it's not burning, makes it so it heats up more efficiently. Because the problem is, it's like like your shirt could burn, and
You're doing great. You're doing
your
great.
shirt could like burn, and it like takes too long. And when you want to have a business, you want to make it as efficient as possible, so you can make as more shirts. So this will help us. Like it's gonna be very cheap, like because it's only like a thin material, and it's gonna be reusable, and reusable. It's more efficient. I already said that. Okay, so it's gonna be shit about the paper. It's gonna be. I can't see it from there.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna hold it right here. No, go ahead, pass it over to me.
It's gonna be cheaper, safer, easier to use, and we could buy this in bulk, so we can like be able to make as many shirts as possible, with having to spend as less money as possible. That's basically.
Well, I know what you're talking about, but you never stated what the thing is for.
Well,
I know what that is
it's
for.
supposed to be just a material that's can make it so it's easier to burn. So it could be like a thin layer,
Yeah,
or
but
maybe.
you know what is it? But you never stated what it's.
You never mentioned the heat
on.
press.
I know that you
Oh.
wanted the, what it's used with that. But if I didn't know that, none of these people would know.
Good feedback.
We heard that idea.
Well, I was pretty sure everybody knew what that was supposed to be for
Yeah.
printing.
Yeah. Still gotta add that.
Hold on, I can't hear everybody's feedback. We guys talk over each other. So raise your hand if you want to say something, please. So who else has feedback? Great feedback. Who else has feedback? Yeah.
So, is this pretty much kind of like replacing the paper that we have to put over our product
Yeah.
when we press it? Okay, because I didn't get a very straightforward answer with that one from the presentation.
Good feedback. Really good feedback. What else? I was really impressed that you went up there and tried to do without your notes. I mean,
Because I wrote them down.
yeah, I mean, like, you got it done, you got into it, and that's really hard, especially because I didn't tell you who was presenting, so it's not like that person could just focus on the presentation piece. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. I also was gonna say, you are, the first presentation, I have video of you presenting the first time too. When you're really excited about an idea and you're passionate about it, you don't need paper. So I can understand why you didn't wanna use it. You're just like so excited about it, you wouldn't talk about it. So, about your idea, look for something in your idea that makes you so excited that you can't stop talking about it, right? If there's a thing about it as you work on it. Awesome job, great job.
With Team Flowfresh, if when you're working in the workshop and you have you smell like odors that are not good for you because you're in the workshop and you don't want to smell that, right? Yeah. Now, we're working on a multi-layered filter that would make it so that you wouldn't have to smell those odors all the time when you're working. So it would make you work faster because you're not, distracted by the odors. That's pretty much all I have to say.
Gosh, I love escaping. Okay, come on, feedback, yes ma'am.
One of the things I noticed that not only in Julie's but a lot of you guys, you have a really good intro and then you die off like your end, you just go that's it. And you'll notice like if you remember what Paige did, right? Her intro and her conclusion, same thing you learned in English class, basically the same.
Yeah.
Right? So start like, yeah, I'm Julie, this is my product, Flow Fresh, blah 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 blah, and then you could come back and be like, that means this is our product, and your slogan or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. That's absolutely right.
I like how you made eye contact, whatever.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like that. The little added.
Will the smell really affect how you work?
Yeah, because it could like distract you. Like I know I'm not one of the people that do this, but some people like will not focus if something is like distracting them.
Let's talk logically.
Quick question to ask actually about that. Can I follow up you about
Yeah.
your question? So that smell is that like is it gross?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like when the paper like burns, it feels like it's like toxic fumes. Like,
Well, the basically,
Yeah.
When the ink is bonding to the polyester, there's a paper on top that smells, and then the process itself smells.
Yeah.
It's the mixture of like the ink and the
And then when
paper,
you're
and
doing
it's
the
just
silk
is not fun.
So, yeah, getting back to what you're saying, hold on to that for next time actually, because I want to talk about that a little bit more. Hold on to that, please. Hold on to the gem, yes.
Kane, did you have your hand? Okay, Henry.
Cool. The only thing,
You're last.
like, how would this filter work? If you were gonna say have it on the ceiling, the smell would travel past the people already. Are you talking about having
Hold on just
filter
one
masks?
second, sorry, I should have done this, I apologize. Let's not get into the depth of what exactly it is that the things will do, I should have
Okay.
stopped this a little bit earlier,
That's
we should just talk about their presentation.
That was just
Okay.
something that was bugging me, like,
Totally.
like, is it just gonna?
You will be able to do this actually
That's what I
next
was
time,
gonna say.
right? You'll be able to
So-
ask the questions next time. Anything else about our presentation? Anything else? Nice job, yeah.
You have a very good stage presence.
You did.